Hello everybody and welcome back to the Spaceship. So this video is supposed to be a really chill video. I don't really want to make much edits. I don't want to do too much. You know what I'm saying? I had an idea to maybe add a little time lapse of me designing a new look. Like if I have my iPad and if I screen record that, it'll be like in the corner maybe somewhere. But if not, it's literally just gonna be this video. I want to talk about I don't know. It's only been a week since I last posted, so maybe like a little cute week update and opinions. I started doing like my morning pages, my daily journaling more often, and I really got to a point where I started thinking of what it means to be my most authentic self. And that's kind of what I really want to get my more opinions about. As for my week update, I've been doing better in following like my daily routine. I definitely want to make a video of taking you guys with me on being really strict with my daily routine. But if I'm being honest, I'm still at a point where I'm perfecting it now. So hopefully soon I'll be able to show you guys. But when I was writing, I said being my highest or being my most authentic self includes me not allowing anyone but myself to define me, letting go of any energy that cares what others who don't serve me thinks of me. My mother was correct. I was born into this world alone, and that's how I'll leave it. So why would I let anyone but myself be the defining factor of me as a whole? Being my most authentic self is a freedom to express myself how I want to, a freedom for me to be able to make moves without stressing what people think, but also a huge way I hold myself accountable. If I claim to be my most authentic self, I need to ensure that every day my actions reflect that. From integrity to me taking goals seriously. And I've been thinking a lot about individuality, authenticity, and a lot of those things. And I think we live in a day and age where people are very afraid to be themselves because everyone is scared of being cringy, everyone is scared of being judged, everyone's scared of being embarrassed. And embarrassment for me has always been a social construct. Yes, I'm human. We all feel the feeling of embarrassment, I guess, to an extent. But for me, there are very little things I get embarrassed about. I'm a very open book to them for the most part. And yeah, I think embarrassment sometimes is a feeling a lot of us subconsciously choose to feel when we don't have to. At the end of the day, when I was born and created into this world and I opened my eyes for the first time, there was nobody in my brain but me. So as I move every single day with the same consciousness, with the same being, as I'm, aging, getting older, moving, growing, the whole shebang, it makes absolutely zero sense for me to include the thoughts, opinions, or anything of anyone else into what I got going on. And that's not to say that I can't, take an advice. I think my dad was correct when he told me that you can always learn something from anybody, whether you're learning of what you don't want to do or you're learning of what you should be doing. You can always learn something from anybody. But my dad was also someone to give me great analogies, like don't take legal advice from somebody who works at McDonald's. It's not to say that, oh, just because you work at McDonald's, you can't give me good legal advice. If I am about to face crazy amount of time, I don't know, I didn't pay my taxes, fraud, whatever the case may be, why in a moment where I need some good, I need help, why would I turn to anyone but who has the answer? And, in that case, I would go to a lawyer. I would go to somebody who knows law, I wouldn't go to somebody who works in customer service. Realistically, it's the same exact principle for my life. I, every single day, have very serious goals about myself, very serious things I want to accomplish as my life progresses. Every single day, even if it's down to just me completing what my schedule, what my routine is, I have very serious things that I know I like, maybe need help on, maybe need advice on, whatever the case may be. First things first, I will always consult myself before anyone else. And when it comes to advice I do happen to take in from anyone, I need to use my discernment more in the sense of, okay, does this advice that I was just given reflect my most authentic self? And I think that's what I meant by ensuring my everyday actions reflect that of my most authentic self. I feel like I can't claim to be me to the highest power. I can't claim that I'm representing myself how I want to be represented if I look at my every single day routine and I'm not proud of every single thing that I'm doing. I don't think that my daily routine or my schedule needs me to overwork myself. I don't think my daily routine or schedule calls for anything unhealthy. I'm proud of myself even when I'm resting, but I need to make sure that no matter what it is I am doing, it's reflecting me. You know what I'm saying? Last week when I was journaling, I asked myself 3 important questions because I was just looking up journaling prompts, and I'm like, okay, the 3 questions was, who am I? What do I want? And who must I become to get there? I wrote that like on November 2nd. And then today, Saturday, November 8th, who am I? I'm a Santee Ivy Good. What do I want? I want to be happy with my success. Who must I become to get there? I wrote that I must become my most authentic self that I can be. I put a note that since I was a young girl, I've had to play a role, wear a mask, and be what I felt the people around me either saw me as or wanted me to be in order for me to be comfortable, in order for me to just be happy. That's what I genuinely thought. But it didn't serve me then, because I feel like if anything, that pushed down or pushed aside who authentically I really was as a kid, to the back burner. I knew the type of stuff I was into. I knew the type of stuff that I liked, but because I was too busy trying to make sure that everyone else was comfortable with who I was, I feel like it wasn't my main concern to develop me. I feel like as a young adult, because I didn't spend enough time as a child developing my authentic self and only my authentic self, I turned into an adult and I had to unlearn the mask. I had to unlearn being anything but who I am, and then I had to relearn who exactly I am. But yeah, it didn't serve me much then, and it won't serve me now to do anything but be my authentic self to the best of my ability. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think that's where I am right now in life, in my mind. My biggest goals when it comes to or not to say biggest goals, let me reword. The biggest definers of my success right now are my dedication to my daily routine, daily schedule, how dedicated I am to content creation, even if it's not like a full-on, video, like how me getting into drag and stuff, like how I'm planning to be. As long as I'm making content, I am happy, because this is what I've been wanting to do, be consistent with content. So posting kind of no matter what, creating and publishing my own art, and developing myself as an artist. I want to use certain skills that I already have to go into different, sectors of art for me, I've been in makeup for so long where I I have new ideas and stuff that I want to do with it, but I'm ready to open the doors to different things too. I want to make music. I want to write more. I want to get into film. I want to like create. I want to create a bunch of different things, fashion, just so many different things. And yes, I do risk, you know, being all over the place, but I also don't want to box myself in. I'm too big to be in a box. I'm way too big to be in a box. So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to do it all. I'm going to do it all, and I'm going to be amazing at it. I'm going to be so amazing at it. It's going to make all you bitches sick, but that's okay. It's okay. I feel like you're going to love it anyways, too. Yeah. That's what's been going on with me this past week. If we were to talk about more opinions on anything, in my opinion, I wish more people would be themselves and stop trying to emulate other things. It's okay to be inspired. I'm inspired by so many things. I have so many big inspirations. There's so many people I view as icons, and people I definitely will say as I step into greater successes and greater opportunities, people I will definitely give credit to for like being my inspiration or being just factors as to like why I'm going to get where I'm going to get. And yeah, I think the difference is when you're inspired by something, you're still allowing yourself to be yourself. I'm tired of people trying to turn themselves into things that they're not. And I think in the way that applies to me, I'm not meant to not create. You know what I'm saying? I'm not meant to have all these beautiful blessings of ideas, of creativity, and then do nothing with it. And let's say I take every last creative thought in my body. I take every last creative, energy I have, and I put it into everything, and I make all the stuff I can. And let's say nothing comes up of it. It still wouldn't be a loss because I created it. And I know I would love it regardless. My creations are like my children. And I need to stop holding on to stuff. I need to stop holding on to my art because I feel like that isn't me. I want my art to be seen. I want my art to be understood. And yeah, I want my art to help people feel. I have so many just goals and things I want to do and accomplish. And like last video, I feel like there's nothing to do but to do it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, kind of a short video today, or shorter than usual. No edits, no cuts, because I don't think there's no need to be. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you so much. I will see you next week with hopefully more editing, less just me talking to you guys in front of a camera. But yeah, bye.